All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. よいしょ。Yeah. So I went to the park yesterday to see the last, cherry blossom. It's really nice. But, you know, with my allergy, it's not good. So I might sneeze a lot. I mean, my eyes are fine right now, but, I might have a, runny nose and stuff like that. And I apologize in advance. And yeah, I'm just chilling, drinking green tea. Hope you guys are doing well too. Yeah. Yeah. Well, last weekend, this year, cherry blossom in Tokyo is kind of late. Um, Last week it wasn't fully bloom, but this week it's fully bloom and started to fall. It's the best beautiful cherry blossom weekend. Yeah, and I'm sure. I guess people who came to Japan for the cherry blossom viewing, uh, they probably came like last week because that's usually last of March, mid to last March, is the cherry blossom season nowadays. With the weather changing. Um, yeah, I mean back in the day, cherry blossom was like right now, 1st April. But in the past, like 5 years and 5 years, かな? 5 years to 10 years, it's been like becoming more like cherry blossom season is late March in Tokyo. But yeah. Beta bot and guy incognito. Peekaboo. Build ga guardians. Welcome, welcome. I'm a bear. Welcome back, Alex. Hey. So much cherries, so little blossoms, so many allergies. In your place. That's good, man. If I'm like rich enough, I would just go other country to escape from this allergy, you know? Yeah, just to escape. Yeah. I want to have a different, another house to evacuate in the spring season. And maybe come back a little bit to see cherry blossom. Yeah. Derek COX. Hello. Uh, are you still allergic if you eat the cherry blossoms? I don't know. So we have many like cherry blossom sweets and stuff like that, but I don't think that actually has so much cherry blossom in it. To be honest, it's more like maybe they use a little bit, but they use like pink color and stuff like that. um, yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna get allergies by simply eating like sakura sweets and stuff like that. Mm. Jong Omar, welcome back. Aaron. Anthony, hey. Are you a little rural squirrel colonel? That's what, I don't know what that is. Rural squirrel colonel. What does that mean? I have no idea. Yeah. I just wanted to hear you try to pronounce it. Okay. Think I got it. Ne. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Uh, Last weekend, at the last, you know, the end of the live stream last weekend, I said I will upload a video this weekend. But that was lie. I mean, I didn't mean to lie, but yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't. The thing is, I felt optimistic about it because Hiro's daycare start this week なんかまあ this week ね last week か、from last Wednesday. Yeah, Hiro started to go daycare twice a week, right? So I thought I would have more time for myself and edit video and stuff like that. But the thing is, because it's just started, they only take Hiro like 3 hours, right? Few hours. And, I have to prepare everything and stuff like that. So I'm saying so many stuff like that. Sorry about that. I don't know. But yeah. So basically, it was busy as it is. Yeah. Basically, it's new lifestyle. We have to adjust, and it's been rough. Even daycare started, you know. Oh, Daniel and Yuka. Hey, hey, how is it going? How's Kai? I take Zizou, Zizou to my allergies, yet it makes my brain bleed because American prescription drugs contain too many other drugs in them. Oh. Yeah, I don't know about the American drugs, but yeah, I'm taking an allergy pill. Mm. Only this week and last week, because I don't wanna take so much. I only take temporary, short time. But yeah, I feel you. David, hey, first super chat, big super chat. Thank you so much. It's warming up, and I know it's beautiful to see the blossoms. It's still too cold here, and I wish you the best with your allergies. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. So the hero took the chalk. Yes, Hiro took this and then put it behind the bed. Eh. Yeah, I'll go with pink because it's still cherry blossom season. David. David. まあね、it's a big super chat. Which gachapon sticker would be nice. よいしょ。寿司かな？寿司 sticker for David. Thank you, thank you. Cedric, welcome back. Sakura season is so beautiful now. Oh, そっか。You are in Kyoto with your girlfriend. Good, good. Frank, welcome back. Gabriel, おはよう。We have a second baby coming soon. Oh, Really? Wow. Second baby? Second baby? Already? You've just had Kai recently. You've just had Kai. And Kai is 1 year old. Wow, that was sooner than I thought. Second baby. Hey, congratulations. いいね。Kai has a brother? Sister? I guess you... end of July? End of July だから It's pretty soon. Pretty soon. Right? そっかそっか So I guess you might already know the gender. So Kai has sister or brother. That's nice. And they are, close. Age is close, so would be great. Hey. へえ、そっかそっか。すごいね。We can't. We can't really think about the second one, to be honest. But yeah, that's all. Much respect, much respect. Taking care of Hiro is already a lot of work for us. Yeah, Adachi, yo. Hey. Frank, thanks for the super chat. And yeah, welcome. Frank. And WT ね Thank you so much. David is inspiration. same amount of donation. Thank you. Well, Walt, it's been really great having your support. So I want to show you my appreciation with the most... I don't know how to say. The most interesting sticker. Jang. Yeah, it's like a Japanese table in Showa period. It's got the sake, chopstick, fish, and everything. So goes to you, Walt. Walt なのかな? I just say Walt, but WT. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Really appreciate it. It's a very, very good start. Daniel, 18 months between. すごいね 18 months. We will do gender reveal soon. We don't know the gender yet. We were surprised for second baby. Kai-chan takes a lot of energy to look after, so hopefully he will continue to be a good boy and great big brother. Right. そっかそっか because I know you guys struggled to have the first baby, so I just didn't expect it would happen so soon. So I guess it was the natural かななんか didn't get help from doctor or anything. That would be そっかそっかね I heard that after having a first baby it's gonna be easier to actually なんだろうななんていうの to make the second baby or even the third one and Yeah. ね。Great, that's great. First was IVF, second was natural. すごいすごい。Congratulations. すごいすごい。Okay. Claymation Nation. I wanted to clear something up last week. I was just speaking what entered my mind. I might have said some things that you felt went against your dating advice. That wasn't my intention at all. Okay? Yeah, I think that's true. I don't think you come here and specifically, be against me. I get that. I understand that. But I think something else is going on here, right? Sorry guys, I have to explain this, I think. Cuz claymation came back here. So this is what's going on in the past few months, right? In the past few months, you come to this live stream, and I think you generally enjoy the conversation with this community, but you say things such as like like なんだろうね love will find you とかね、love should be genuine, and then you just gotta let that happen, you don't take control of it, and you shouldn't, right? Although in this community I'd give dating advice, so that means, hey, let's be mindful and let's practice, let's improve our dating skill to have the happy relationship with Japanese women, right? So be mindful and teaching and practicing, all that kind of stuff involved. That's my channel. So what you try to tell people is kind of against my philosophy. So of course I have to say that. I mean, yeah, in a modern dating, you really have to be mindful, and you really want to take things in control. So I say that. But you always go like, no, that's not what I meant. You don't understand what I'm trying to say. Right? And it always, the conversation always go like that. It doesn't really match. Our conversation doesn't really flow always. And I had been very patient, I think. But last time, you figured out, you noticed that I am confused with this argument, right? That's what, and you are still coming here and trying to, make excuse. And in the meantime, you always talk about this girl. The girl you are dating or in a relationship, I don't know. The girl you are dating who is an idol. She's in an idol industry and you are seeing her. But we know that having a relationship with an idol is rough, right? It's not normal. It's really difficult to make that happen. So I think you are worried about your relationship, how it would go in the future, wasn't right? You feel worried, or you are maybe afraid of losing her at some point or something like that. which is fine. We all, I would feel that if I had a relationship, if I'm dating an idol boy, I would feel that too. That's normal, I think. But you don't want to admit it. You don't want to show that, right? That's why you come here and then keep telling us, yeah, I am dating an idol. She's an idol. Isn't that cool? But I'll just let this happen. I'll just, I don't control anything about this. That's what love should be. Love's supposed to be. Am I right? Am I right? And I don't think you are saying that specifically to be against me, but you want a validation. You want me to say yes. You want to, you want validation from us. Because that's what you can do, right? Dating an idol, you don't have much of an control. You can't really take things in control. So you just gotta let that happen. I get it. Right? But that's not like dating in general, right? So you come here because you want to feel relieved. But because you don't really tell us what's going on, like, you feel worried or something like that, our conversation doesn't really go well. Every time you bring that like philosophy out, I think that's what's going on. And then I guess it's fine if it's like, as long as it's like few times, but you do this every single time. So I don't know what to do. And then I kind of showed my frustration last week, I guess. And then you noticed. And then what you said is, Asagi only replies to simple dating question. And she doesn't want to answer my question because it's too complicated. Right? Now I have to say I am really frustrated or offended to go. Because you put the blame on me. I think it's a you thing. You can't admit what's going on in your feeling about this girl and the relationship with this girl. But you don't be honest. You are not being honest and keep trying to get the answer from me. Yeah, love. You shouldn't take control of love. So what you are doing is right. You just wanted the validation, but because you are not being honest, I can't really say yes. It's against my advice. What you are saying is completely against my advice. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's okay to feel worried about your relationship and dating. We all do. But don't put the blame on me. If you're feeling anxiety or worried, you can always come here and consult, or even you can come to my dating advice and get a consultation, or you can share your feeling in this community. That's fine, but don't put the blame on me, right? If you are not being honest with me or in this community, right? I think that's what it's happening. So I'm always welcome if you genuinely try to enjoy the conversation with this community and be vulnerable. But if not, you might want to take some time to figure things out before coming to this live stream. I'm not gonna block you if you don't do the same thing again and again and again. But please, figure that out first. Yeah. Sorry guys, I have to catch up. It's hard work having two young children at the same time. 네. I wonder how it's like. Deaf mom, hello. David, oh come on, Hiro is old enough and big enough to be on his own. He will be biking around soon, I guess so. Yeah. ありがとう、さきちゃん。By the way, my birthday is on Friday. Send me happy birthday message. Happy birthday. Asken lad. Good to see you. I'm coming to Japan from London. What a good gift you think Japanese people may like. Gift from London. なんだろう。紅茶かな Tea. Black tea. Black tea. Hey, boy. Boy, what are you doing? Boy. Boy. He likes the floor mat because it's fluffy. Did you eat lunch? Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Hey, come here. Come here and say hi to the chat. Gaga? Your clothes is showing a little bit. Sorry. That's Hiro's clothes. Hiro's clothes. Hi. Hi. Hi, chat. Hi, chat.
Do you have something you want
Yay. Gaga? 着替え I don't have a thought about it. Gaga? More Gaga? You have Gaga. You have the penguin. That's not enough? Yeah, sure. More Gaga. Yeah. Hey. Can you give Mama a kiss too?
Mama kiss? Nope.
Give Mama a kiss? No.
Give Mama kiss. Mama.
Why Gaga? Kiss Gaga? Not Mama.
All right. Come here, buddy. The bird thief.
Bird thief. Kidnapped. Pato-chan was kidnapped by the baby. Yeah, tea. Frank, I need a batch. My name is Lonely by itself. Okay. Thanks. どうしようか、次。酒。You got the sake. Sake gachapon. Yeah, it's very colorful here. Thank you guys. よいしょ。ここかな。はい。Frank is not lonely. Frank's name か。Douglas, make more videos about dating advice, please. Greeting from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I'm new at your channel. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. Although it's not gonna be all about dating advice, but yeah. Oh, local foods and Reese's peanut butter cups. Peanut butter Reese's ね。UK ね。UK tea, biscuits, crisp, salt and vinegar crisps are hard to find here in Japan. へえ、salt and vinegar crisps. Crisps. Yeah, I haven't tried. Salt and vinegar is the best flavor. へえ。Thanks, guys. You're right, I'm worried. Not about my love between she and I, but about the surroundings, environment she's forced to engage with. And yes, it's not like general dating. Sorry for the issues. Okay. Do Hout just want to say hi to Asagi-san? Thank you, thank you. Just to say hi to you. Yep. Kirk gonna going to Tokyo for the first time in July. Ooh. Is it worth taking the train from Narita to Shibuya or should I land in Haneda instead? July. Woo! Good luck. I hope you are from a hot area. Because July in Japan, hot AF. So, Narita or Haneda is to get to Shibuya, Haneda is definitely much closer. Yeah. Sincerely apologize you felt blamed in any way. I'm here to support you, not go against you. I'm trying to be open, but yes, it's difficult. Okay. Yeah, I get that. I think many men feel that way. Like, I think men are expected to be like strong all the time, and then hard to tell their like negative feelings, anxiety, worries, insecurities. But this is not a place to be like, be a man, be strong. So, you guys are like my diary. Good, good. Gabriel, I'm not really here for dating advice. I'm just here because I enjoy your content. You have a nice personality. Thank you. That's completely fine. It's we talk about not just dating, but also about, cultural things in general. Hiro, stop growing. Hi, Hiro. Adorable. Eh. I'm having a drink right now and throwing out a lot of stuff in my apartment. Okay, I'm moving to Tokyo in a month with my girlfriend in Japan. Nice. We got a new combo in Kiba Park area. Thank you, Sagi, for everything. Oh, nice, nice. Glad you are, going on a next phase, moving in together. Nice. Frank, thanks for the super chat. なんかね、この cute tilting bird for you. ケイタロウ、ハロー。 Kanpai. I shall bring tea and biscuits. Thank you. ね、なんかその、なんだっけ、salt and vinegar sounds really good too. So, salt and vinegar chips か。Yeah, sounds really good. Might be difficult to bring because hot, it's easy to break chips. Well, yeah, good luck with being this sort of relationship is very lonely compared to how it's normally done. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't have anyone to talk about with it. Honest truth. Yeah. I think we've had a few men who had like. I think we had a guy in this community who got engaged, kana? At least I think they were in a relationship. They got engaged at some point. He was dating like idol, not idol, like a band, Japanese band girl, right? I think it's long ago. なんか 2 years ago とかかな? Yeah. He doesn't really come here anymore. But it sounded like a lot of commitment being with being in a relationship with like public figure. He can't, of course he doesn't give us name. We don't know who it was, of course, and it sounded like it took so long to, get engaged. Even like they were together for so many years. Yeah. So yeah, it sounds like hard. What kind of sake are you drinking? That is the color. Maybe slow down. It looks high content. これ green tea? Oh yeah, yeah. I have a tequila mixed with green tea or something like that. If I show my vulnerability, please know it's not easy and I want to cry every time I show that side of me. Yeah. In America, men are such less welcome to share their sensitive sides than women are. It's frowned upon honestly. So yeah, what about Japan? Are men invited to be sensitive there? I think many women are okay with that, but I'm sure Japanese men are also struggle with like showing that kind of emotion too. Um, you know, yeah. So I think if you feel like it's hard, there are always people like, counselors, therapists, or like, yeah, like therapy, だっけ? Yeah, like a counselor, things like that. They will navigate you to, you know, positive way. And you can figure things about what's going on and stuff like that. I met my girlfriend on Bumble in Japan and we plan to get married this year. Oh, same as me and Justin. If anyone is having trouble dating in Japan, please listen to Asagi. You can meet someone you love and change your entire life. そっかそっか. Yeah, I'm really glad I inspired you. And I'm really happy for your progress というか success というか、そうだね、plan to get married だから、almost marriage. Wow, sounds great. Yeah. Many of you living in Japan now, I want to know more about visas and getting work. How about that, everyone? I find Tokyo to be one of the calmest cities, and I usually really hate cities. Oh, interesting. Of all the cities, I guess. うん、なんかそうだね。Compared to New York, Hollywood, and yeah, places like that. I'm more of a 2D guy. Okay. Okay. うん。See you in anime, right? We learn so much from our spouses. Is there a trait you think you've adopted from your husband that has improved you? Oh, yeah, I'm sure I have things like that. What comes up right now? What comes up right now? I think he's a really good conversationer, right? He's a really good conversational. And when it comes to I mean, he's really good conversational, but I think he's a really good, um, he's really good at solving problems, right? Solving problems. So when we have things like we initially don't agree with each other, he always talk it through and then always find solutions, right? And his goal is to solve the problem. He always focus on solving problems and not arguing or never be against with me or anything like that. So he's really good at like problem solving and always focused on that and then never be against with someone, right? Don't be an enemy of someone. And I think I learned a lot from him. Like it's easy, especially I think especially as a woman, it's easy to be more like emotional, right? That's a woman trait. Um, and then sometimes lo- lose the goal and getting caught with like emotional cycle and then maybe like a fight with the others because being emotional, right? But if you are focused on solving problems, then it's less likely to be a fight. So I think it's a really good trait I learned from him. But yeah, they're learning it from each other makes the relationship stronger, makes yourself improve. It's a really nice thing, I think. See more. Thanks. Hello, and thank you for the super chat. Yeah, thank you all the regulars. Thank you so much for the support. Turner, I'm struggling just to even be in a relationship. Oh, yeah, that's normal. That's normal. And yeah, if you find out like tendencies, the patterns, and solve it, you can get closer to a relationship. Have you ever gone up Mount Fuji? No, I haven't climbed Mount Fuji. I'm afraid. I've been to Mount Fuji and then went up a little bit with, car, but I haven't climbed. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you, Cameron. I'm glad we made up so to speak. I truly do respect you, and I'm happy people have a person like you to turn to for advice. I won't say long tonight because I have to return to work, but thank you. Okay, glad you're feeling alright, and yeah, see you next time. WT. I recall you love Florida man's cooking. So, yep. He's a really nice chef. そうなのよ。Yeah, yeah. Yeah, in that regard, I have to learn from him because my cooking is terrible. So I usually use like frozen food, frozen food, and maybe like side dish made by myself. But he always makes from scratch. Basically, not always, but he can cook from scratch things, right? And I don't really do that. But it's always best to be made from scratch, especially with kids, right? Pre-made food are usually using a lot of like preservations and chemicals and shit. So when it comes to Hiro's food, I don't really use pre-made food. Not so much. Not so much. Not always, but not so much. I always try to cook something. But yeah, when it comes to my food, adult food, it's like frozen food. So I have to learn from him. Yeah. I miss Japan. I spent a few years in Aomori. Ooh, Aomori. That's rare. I want to move back ASAP. Aomori ka. Interesting. How was it? David, I'm confused about the idea that people in America care for anyone I know. Where I live in New York State, you get ridiculous a lot for showing too much emotion. Okay. Too much emotion か。ああ、なるほどね。Too much emotion. Like negative emotion? Angry とか Anger とか Yuka and I still have things we clash about, and we've been married for 7.5 years. 7.5. そっかそっか. It's been very long. Very ではないけどそっかそっか long. But the biggest thing for me is happy wife, happy life. Some battles are just not able to be won. まあでもね、that's true. Happy life, happy wife, happy life. I think so. It's a really nice topic. Happy wife, happy life. Right? I like this. Not because, it's I think some guys are like for some guys when they hear happy wife, happy life thing, they might think like they have to give up on them and always, have to listen to their wife or something like that. And maybe there are cases like that too. But I think that when we break this down, I think it comes from the psychological background, like in gender, right? I think I believe there is like women traits and men traits in our brain. Like what programmed in our brain is different. Of course, it's not for everyone, but in general, right? And as I talked about, women tend to be more emotional, and men tend to be more like logical. And women tend to be more emotional because they feel more than men. This is for us to take care of the baby because babies can't speak. Little ones can't really express their emotion in the right way. So moms always have to listen to them and perceive their feelings a lot. So we are programmed to be more sensitive against like emotion. This is for the revolutionary thing, right? It's not like women are crazy or things like that. We are made to be like that to take care of our babies, right? So that comes from there. And in the meantime, men are tend to be, programmed to be logical. So when it comes to arguments and fights between men and women, it comes from that difference, right? Men are trying to be logical. Men are saying like practically truth, maybe. But when it comes to partnership, that doesn't really mind. That doesn't really mind. うん。なんか because your goal is not to be, it's not about right or wrong. It's about the happy relationship, right? So sometimes you have to let the logic go and solve this problem, right? So be compassionate. Be compassionate with your partner, your wife, your girlfriend, and they become happy no matter what is right or wrong. And problem solved. You guys are happy. If as long as you are okay with not being logical sometimes for the relationship, right? I think that is happy wife, happy life thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to let the logic go. Yeah, that's what I think when it comes to happy wife, happy life thing. You know? Sometimes you have to be logical. Well, you have to judge the scene, the situation, where you know what? It doesn't have to be right. It doesn't have to be logical. I will just make her happy and keep this relation happy. Or maybe you have to explain or try again once she is calmed down, not being emotional. Of course, it depends, but I think men who are good with women, they can do that. And for some men who are having hard time keeping the relationship, maybe they can't let that go. They always have to be right. Yeah, that might be it. I was supposed to go up to Mount Fuji with a friend of mine, but I suggested another activity to do one day. Yeah, because it's actually a big commitment climbing up Mount Fuji. It's like whole night deal. Yeah, like a 2 days activities kind of 2 days activity. Yeah, you have to stay up to ka stay at the mountain for for a night. Mm. I've gotten close 2 times and have had one girl where I never was close. I guess 3 times, but not really. One like Pluto being so far from the sun, whereas Jupiter and Mars. Okay, gotta go. Oh, all right. Good luck. Um, the best part of being in hospital is seeing people's kindness. Strangers pushing me in wheelchair and going out of their way to help. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So then, if you are fully like healthy, you don't really aware things, people's kindness. Hmm. When I got pregnant and was not like fully myself, I saw people's kindness. When I have a kid, even some people show kindness. When I'm struggling to push um, baby car. Baby car, what Japanese English? Baby car. That's what we call stroller. Stroller. Some people help to push it. Things like that. Yeah, that's true. I don't date anyone, but I'm sure there are many emotional men too. And Gordon Ramsay would not be pleased with frozen food. そうだね。そうね。What the heck? I'm pretty sure the like Uncle Roger doesn't really mind. Yeah. Just put the MSG, make everything good, tasty. Cameron Jones, thanks for the super chat. Super chat. Get a cup of coffee on me. Thank you so much. Cameron. Appreciate the support. Dave Vice かな。Have you been to Kubo Park with all the kawaii ko-chans? 大久保公園かな。ストリートガールズだっけ。ストリートガールズ。Yeah. I actually haven't been there. I haven't been there. I wonder how it's like. It must be very strange. I think I've been that kind of streets without noticing that's the street. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Aomori had a beautiful mountains and scenic coastline, forests, and great roads that I enjoyed on my motorcycle. Oh, motorcycle. Nice. 白石 Thanks for everything. To everyone that is having issues with dating, please consider that you may need to focus on making yourself more attractive through working out, getting a better job, being more confident and assertive. Yes, yes. That's actually true. Thank you. Because, yes, sometimes it's about how you meet people, how like how to find better woman or things like that. But before all of those things, you need to improve yourself. That's true. Yeah. Ask yourself if you would date yourself, if you were a woman. If you were a woman, would you date yourself? If not, what's the issue? Having that kind of the ability to look at yourself with like third eye, third person's eye, is one thing that is important to get dates, have a relationship, and make the relationship successful. If it's all about you can only look at yourself, then you are not ready for the partnership. Right? I'm not entirely sure about men. I think are more resistant to stress, but I'm not sure. ストレスはね、どうなんだろうね。Resistant to stress. I feel like I've heard of some kind of like data, but I forgot about that. I tend to be a bit more emotional than typical masculinity, but I can't escape the logical mindset efficiency, while Yuka tends to be a bit less compassionate, so a bit more masculine, strong mindset. 確かにゆかちゃんはねゆかちゃんは yeah, she's a strong woman. So maybe that's why it works well. You are not like super macho man. I always take control of everything. You're not like that kind of masculine man, which is good, especially with Japanese women. That's actually good. Yeah, Yuka-chan is more like she knows what she wants. She's more upfront about what she wants. And I think that's easier. A lot of Japanese women, it's hard to see what they want. But Yuka-chan's case, she knows, and she says it, right? So I think it's easier for you to just follow along and make her happy. So, yeah. You can't be a snowflake and whine, not be confident, keep yourself groomed, and try to behave when trying to be with a girl. Right. Because some men, sometimes they just don't know how to groom, right? They don't know what to wear and things like that. And then just let that be. But, dressing up nicely, take care of your appearance is, of course, mainly for yourself, to make yourself good. That's true. But also, taking care of your appearance shows that it's a sign that you care about how you look. You care about how the others think about you. You know what I mean? I care about you. That's why I don't show up with a pajama, right? I care about you. So I just, try to look presentable at least. I'm not trying to be like super hot, attractive woman in front of camera. Maybe not, but I take care of myself enough to show up here because I care about you. I care about how I look to you guys. And if I am in a really important business meeting, I will wear like a jacket at least. And I hope you guys do that too, but at least you wear like jackets or collared shirts or things like that, right? Um, Same in dating. You wouldn't wear like very like wrinkled shirt. I don't know. Shirts, t-shirts with a hole, crazy wild hair, not shower or things like that, right? Same, same. Funny how you throw in Japanese words mid sentences. I do, I do. David, thanks for the super chat. どうしようかな Which sticker? Which sticker? あれかな Ape Escape. Ape Escape. Thank you. なんか Thank you guys. Like, very colorful today. And WT. Am I stalking David? Thank you. Yeah, yeah. WT is stalking. I'll give you これかなオムライス。オムライス。これか。オムライス。Thank you. Epiphonium. Epiphonium. 50% chance I would date myself. 50%. So, what is the other 50%? Why wouldn't you date yourself? 50%. I know how other people view me, and that's the problem. That is the problem. Okay? Okay. I wouldn't date myself if I was a woman. Why? If I was a woman, I would date 2D men from deep space. Okay, 2D. まあね、there are women like that, yeah. How to come to Japan and start walking? I live in Russia. Thank you. Russian ね、Russian. Well, how do they come to Japan? Because English is not your primary language, right? どうなんだろう Russian people. I only know a very few Russian people. And I don't think I know how Russians can get in Japan. 何 do you guys have any idea? If you were Russian, how can I get a job in Japan? Maybe a programmer. And there are some like tech company in Hokkaido, which is close to Russia, right? とか、あとは、なんだろう。ね。You guys any idea? Have any idea? David B. Hello. I'm more emotional than logical, maybe because of my Asperger's syndrome. たまに日本語出てくるのもまた面白い。Okay. そっかそっか。Emotional because of Asperger's. Oh, Asperger's are more emotional? Yeah, Yuka-chan be very blunt. Yeah, yep. I like her energy that comes from, her like powerful, maybe blunt kind of character, yeah. How do you guys keep the space in your marriage after having a child? I have heard sometimes Japanese women will ignore their husband after having a child and it leads to a loveless marriage. Oh, interesting. うんうんうん。まあね、people easily get occupied with kids and ignore their partners. うんうんうん。That happens, that happens. それはね、もう I can only say one thing. Participate in childcare and house house job. 何 housework. Participate in childcare and housework. もう that's it. That is it. もう no matter how busy you are with your own job, do chores and childcare. That's the only way you can still be loved by your wife. うん、もう that's it. And Justin does that, of course. And I'm sure you would do that. So it's less likely to be a thing, but more from what I hear and then what people say, like authorities say, the the issue happens from mom's stress. Because childcare is so much, so much. It's more than you think. You can never know until you do it, face it. It's a lot. And yeah, maybe your job is busy, your job is hard, of course, but it's not like that. Like in your job, you have something in control because it's more about like adult thing, right? And but when it comes to childcare, you are working for child, and children are like chaos. You are working for a chaos. So it's not like you can't compare with like a normal job. Childcare is crazy. You're working with a chaos. Working for a chaos. That's more yeah. And she's dealing with all that kind of chaos. And then husband being like, "Oh, I'm so tired from my job. It was so hard. My clients were like blah blah blah." And then not doing so much like housework or don't really participate in childcare, then she will recognize you as an enemy. And then that is the beginning of the loveless marriage. You will get no sex, you will get no affection, and then that's where the loveless marriage starts. And then Japanese husbands just, you know, uh, have no idea why she's loveless, right? You know, I'm working so hard to raise the family, but she doesn't really give anything back. It's not like that. Like you really need to control your job and participate in the household, you know, housework, chores, and childcare. うん。もうそれですよ。Because a lot of divorce in Japan is within few years after kids. うん。 after kids were born, and after a few years とか5 years maybe, that's the highest divorce rate. Yep. So how you can change yourself to become a father than just a husband, that's the key. Because moms are forced to be moms. They get pregnant, they sacrifice their bodies, and most likely have to, take a rest and do childcare from the very beginning. Body changes, hormone changes to be a mom. We are forced to be that way. But men, they actively have to change their mindset to be a dad compared to women, right? So I think that's the difficult part for many men. They still want to be husband, just husband, you know, and then kind of forget about being dad, you know. They just keep doing what they are doing, like work, right? And then, yeah, that is most likely become a loveless marriage. Yeah. I mean, of course, there are like households like you make money, I do house things and child care, and then that's the deal. But in modern marriages, it's not really that anymore. So, anyway. It seems like you tend to base your views on data and research rather than just gut feeling. Is that how you see it too? Both. I some of my advice, come from data and research that I'm looking at. I read articles. I read books. I do research. Yes. But also from my own experience too. So yeah, I try to have many drawers. Yeah, I'm not like scientists. Scientists can give dating advice too, but that kind of lacks emotional aspects, right? It just comes from data and research, but yeah. So yeah, my advice comes from everywhere, I guess. That's how you see it too. ちょっと I hope I answered. Sean Truck with BS. Welcome back. It's been a while. Gabriel, thanks for the super chat. No need to write my name. No? No? Okay. But thank you. I think there may be many tech jobs open because Japan put all its top engineers in toilet design. そうだね。yeah. Rambalak is Russian and he came to Japan as software programmer. Rambalak. I think I've heard of the name, but そうかもね。Asperger's. Asperger's. Dying, laughing. Autism like 自閉症? I don't know. I think Yuka has unique Japanese female personality because she lived overseas in the US, Australia. PNG ってどこ? Where is PNG? But そうね。Yeah, she's unique. And yeah, I think she's more for international relationship. I think Japanese Japanese guys can't. I guess there are some. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are many men who who like powerful women like Yuka-chan, and it's really rare. Um, Japanese women tend to be more like reserved. They don't really show their emotion. They don't really tell you what they want, that kind of stuff. So yeah, you you're lucky. You're lucky that you なんだろうな your wife is more like straightforward than normal Japanese women. Yeah. As per girls, that's the English pronunciation, right? なんかジャパニーズなプロナンセーションはアスペルガー症候群、アスペルガー。まあね、I don't know what the Asperger from German? Is that German language? Asperger. アスペルガー。That's the Japanese language. Yeah. I seen a 50-year-old Japanese guy with two kids, like eight. Ooh. Oh, so and he doesn't take care of his kids or help his wife. Oh, yeah. Is he? Is he like? Yeah. He doesn't really take care of children. Focused on his work and maybe go to like prostitutes, because it's a loveless marriage. Things like typical old Japanese guy. I must be a vegetable. Garlic butter. Thank you for explaining the child rearing dynamic. It makes so much sense now. Yeah, it's what it is. It's really what it is. Yeah. そうだね。まあ、especially a Japanese marriage. And yeah, I think a lot of sexless marriages comes from this dynamic too. まあね、it's not just childcare. Some couples are sexless without even having children. And there's other kind of dynamics too, but yeah, when it comes to loveless marriages, after kids, yeah, you have to make sure if she's satisfied with how much chores and childcare you are participating in. Yeah. As many times she doesn't tell you. She doesn't tell you even when she's frustrated, because Japanese women are not really good at expressing what they want, what they want you to do. So you have to be mindful. Again, be mindful. The funniest thing is that all the data and research can be changed with social conditioning and engineering. Yeah. So yeah, it's just I'm not just putting out data and then throwing at you. I always kind of analyze with my eyes and shares when it makes sense to me. Share with you guys when it makes sense to me. Your chalkboard is getting full. Just leave space for the others in the chat. No worries. You are too nice. All the clean and green looks like a hospital room. これ? You're talking about this? Asperger is more like ADHD or 注意欠陥。まあ ADHD は ADHD in Japanese too. そっか、そっか。Asperger ADHD. Similar? へえ。ね。まあ。まあね、so we talked about, loveless marriage. I've thinking about, loveless marriages and, sexless marriages because that's what many of you guys are afraid of when it comes to Japanese marriage, right? まあ、dating and relationship with Japanese women, that's one of the biggest concern that foreign men have. So I'm kind of paying attention to that kind of information lately. So, well, when it comes to after kids, yes, husbands not being involved with housework, chores, childcare is a big thing. But I think there is another dynamic, especially among young couples in Japan, which is too many sex contents. Too many sex contents exist in Japan. Online, offline. There are so many like prostitutes, like many kinds of prostitutes as you see. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You can reach out to, hookers and, yeah, brothels in Japan very easily. But also, if you just look at smartphone, it's there. If you just type on Google, then it's there, right? And a young generation are so used to it, right? Like people who are maybe same generation as me or even older, it was not a thing. It was not on the smartphone. You had to, go get Playboy magazine とか you have to go get like DVD or VHS to watch porn. But nowadays, you can access like boom, right? It's easy. So I think many Japanese, mostly Japanese men かな I guess, they are so used to it, so used to see, more like in science, too much dopamine dose かな by watching so much porn because it's so easy to watch nowadays. And then lose so much interest in real women, like your woman, your girlfriend, your wife. And I see many Japanese women who are struggle with sexless relationships and marriages because husbands are not interested in that anymore. They watch porn, but they don't really seek for their wives or girlfriends, but they still want to be with them because they want relationship. They want like some degree of like connection, but it doesn't have to be like physical connection because it's already here. They receive enough dopamine from here on the tablet, right? So I think cutting off porn is, or controlling screen time というか porn time is a, detox かな detox porn is a very important thing when it comes to younger generation, younger relationship, I think. That's what I've noticed lately. So yeah, because when it comes to women refusing sex, it's more like emotional side. Like they are having some kind of unsatisfaction in a relationship in general. Maybe not cooperating chores, things like that, right? Yeah, you guys, boyfriends, husbands, playing too much video games, things like that. They are not satisfied with the relationship, then don't want to have sex with their partners anymore. I think that's more of women's dynamic. But when it comes to men don't want to have sex with their partners, it's dopamine issue. Yeah, my younger generation, right? Younger generation, dopamine. Yeah. My older generation, it might be more like they are too tired from work, over working overtime and things like that. Maybe stressed out with the work. But when it comes to younger generation, dopamine issue is, I think it's real. It's becoming real. Big issue. Yeah. It's a very convenient, but sometimes that makes inconvenient at the same time. Weird time, guys. My mom is Japanese and is very good at explaining what she wants. That's good. That's the, yeah, key of a happy relationship. Shiroishi, thanks for the advice. I work from home, so I hope to take care of our future kids more when she at the office. Teach values like martial arts and Zen meditation too. Nice. I want to keep our space alive. Yeah. You will do good, I'm sure. Do you like to play sports? Sports ka, because I'm a dancer, so I don't really do sports, to be honest. I don't really like running. I don't really swim. I can't really swim. I'm not really good at like playing with balls like baseball, soccer, basketball. Not really good at those things. So I would say no. Dog, 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 dog. Anyways, hello. Well, you have porn, prostitutes, drugs, gambling, all that stuff everywhere. No one has a gun to your head for forcing you. Easy access makes it worse for men to socialize. Instant gratification is a problem. Not only porn, I think technology detox. We are online as soon as we wake up. Yeah. True, online detox is a good idea. Except for this weekly live stream. Because I don't teach, I'm online. Yes, sure, I admit it. But I'm not particularly teaching you guys to stuck in online, stuck online. Right? Right? So don't go, guys. But yeah, online detox is a good idea to maintain your dopamine level. It feels like the comments are significantly uh, less after I start talking about porn detox. Maybe a lot of my viewers are against the idea. Like, I still want to watch porn. How dare you, Asagi? I'm leaving. I'm not gonna comment. I'm not gonna chat with you anymore. Oh, well, I mean, I get it, but that's like my genuine advice. Control your um, dopamine level to have a healthy mindset, healthy dating, healthy relationship. Just kidding, but true. I'm not online as soon as I get up. I usually stumble over the cat trying to pee. Oh my gosh. Okay, you have a cat. That's nice. Oh, Summit! Welcome back. Hope you're well and glad to catch your live stream. Today seems to be a very social issues focused discussion day, eh? Hey, yes. Yes, yes. How have you been? Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, I think, yeah, today I'm talking about like men's health, men's mental health とかかな。うん。Thank you, thank you. Some people clicked on another link. Another link, yeah. Except the live stream, it's more like not do things in excess. Exactly, it's about control. Yeah, yeah. Control yourself. It's good for society. I don't want control. I want money. Okay. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, and that's something I guess I haven't really thought about it before I start, dating otherwise, right? Or it's not like I ignore, but I just didn't know. Like, I always knew about women's struggle, of course, as a woman who struggled a lot in the past relationship. It was, it wasn't my thing. I totally understood what kind of struggles that comes from love and relationship, right? So I thought that would almost the same for men, but I was wrong. I was wrong, and it's been nice to learn all this, men's dynamic, men's mental issue, especially, sometimes it's different from Japanese men's issues, but more like Western men issues, like toxic masculinity とかね。Those things are more like toxic masculinity is definitely more for American men or Western men かな over Japanese men. Yeah. Because Japanese men aren't really expected to be so masculine anymore. I mean, there are some degree and some like gender role in Japan, but American masculinity issue is, I think it's even more toxic, you know. It's interesting to learn all these things, and it's good to have both perspectives. To me, as a woman, I struggled, and I know what women get through. And as I'm given dating advice and work with men, um, I learned a lot about men's struggle, and knowing both sides is probably the best when it comes to when it comes to なんだろうな helping men to have healthy relationship. I think many men can give dating advice to men because men knows men think of course better, but some men dating advisors, they are not really for like not necessarily for long lasting relationship. It's more like how to get a woman kind of thing, like kind of, yeah, I get it, they are good at it, but when it comes to a relationship, it's more than just that, right? So anyways, if I ever get to Japan and try to socialize, I'm going to say to the date is, but Asagi said this is what I'm supposed to say and do. Oh, what does that mean? Try to socialize. Oh, I'm going to say to the date is. のかな? I don't know. I don't understand. Sorry, but socialize in Japan, なんか it's just, you know, it's a juicy dating tip. You guys should note. But I just discovered good place to socialize with Japanese people who are also interested in learning English and like foreign, like a Western culture. And I'm sure some of you guys already know the place. I don't know if you guys actually have went there. Is the Tokyo Comedy Show だっけ? Tokyo Comedy? うん。あれさ、I think it's good. I want to go and see how it's like. Tokyo stand-up comedy かな? I don't remember the exact name. But they have this place in Tokyo. It's basically people do stand-up comedy there. Both foreign comedian but also Japanese comedian or mixed culture or whatsoever. People show their stand-up comedies, and then audience is there. But they also do like events, like English learning events or things like that, right? So people who go to Tokyo Comedy Show, Japanese people who are interested in Western culture and want to learn English and want to mingle with foreigners, you know. I've discovered that I knew about the Tokyo Comedy Show, but I thought it's only about the stand-up comedy. But actually, one of my former coworker, he's much older, but he learns English, right? And then recently he goes to this Tokyo comedy bar, かな? And then he goes there to make friends with foreigners. So Yeah, because it's comedy, right? It's for fun. And then people are close to each other. The audience is very close to each other. So I think it's a really good way to, just casually start talking with people there and make friends with them. Mm. Yeah. I want to go there sometime and then see how it's like. It looks fun, yeah. So yeah, and I want you to go there too, and let me know. Let me know if how it works for you. うん、いいと思う。I think it's a good idea. うん、kudos to my senpai, former coworker. He gave me a really big inspiration. Yeah. Yeah, stand-up comedy. Yeah, I think it's a good place to mingle with Japanese locals or internationals. うんうん Maintaining a relationship is just as important, correct. Thank you for sharing that. We should try to understand both sides of the relationship. うん。本当に have the other's point of view is very, very important for the healthy relationship. What I struggled with trying to date Japanese women is that the man needs to have an income and pay for the woman. Financial stabilities. Yeah, I think yeah, maybe Japanese men don't have to be like super macho, super muscle or like be strong, like strong. Don't have to act so masculine as American men, but financial stability is very much expected as a man. You don't have to be rich, but you have to show the financial stability to attract Japanese women. That's for sure. If not, you have to show that you are willing to participate in the housework, chores, and childcare, all that kind of stuff, because that doesn't really compensate if you don't really do that and don't have so much income. Uh, can you tell me your thoughts about Japanese language learning schools in Tokyo? Do you know anything about it? What exactly do you want to know? What exactly do you want to know? Hard enough to get work in my country, but trying to achieve impossible getting non-English teaching work in Japan. A non-English teaching work. Nah, it's hard. It's hard. But if you're a software engineer, maybe. Or even hardware engineer, maybe. But if you're not engineer in general, hard. Super level hard. Yeah, you might want to just come as an English teacher and then after getting a visa, switch to other job. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I will head out soon, but still, I まあ、 I think my dating advice spot is still available. If you want to have a one-on-one consultation, then consider purchasing the tickets. Link is in the description. And yeah, think I will upload new video next week. ちょっと待って、ちょっと待って。Big news announcement. Really now? But next weekend, actually, I'm going to go visit someone or someone to go, two guys who is Kuro Couch. Kuro Couch, everyone. Kuro Couch. Yep. I'll make a trip to Hamamatsu and see these two cool guys. Two Kuro guys. Actually, Kuro Couch. And we'll make a collaboration video. And hopefully I can upload a video until then, like my, previous video. The video I already filmed and upload until then, and then film a new video with Kuro Couch. Hopefully. But we'll see. But yeah, collaboration will definitely happen. And we might do live stream from there. But yeah, haven't decided yet. But we will announce you guys. So yeah, it's exciting. I feel like I'm one step closer to get back into my content creation cycle. Oh, David, thank you so much. So yeah, it's gonna be an cool collaboration. I hope you guys will enjoy. So yeah, until next weekend. Until next week. I'll see you in the next weekend. Anyways, so have a good day or night.